Quick and easy marketing funnels inside Zenler. So first of all, this is taken from our blog post, which you can find a link for in the description, and it gives you a breakdown of everything we're going through. So what I'm going to talk about now is just going to be some highlights from the blog post. I want to first of all talk about what marketing funnels are. So marketing funnels are a way of capturing leads to finally get them to convert to sales. So you can offer lots of incentives to get people to sign up to your marketing funnel, and then they will be driven down a series of steps like a funnel to the end goal, which is getting them to actually sign up for something. Now, marketing funnels can be used in a variety of different ways, from a simple lead magnet, that's with an opt-in or registration form going to a thank you and then giving them something of value, right down to things like video series funnels where you can take people through actual lessons. You can run lives inside a funnel or off of a funnel. You can also use funnels to trigger email sequences. These can be really powerful as well. And you can also take a hybrid approach. Now, all of these options that I've told you can be done inside the Zenler platform. And we have a lot of users that are purely using Zenler for the marketing funnels because they're so simple and they're so customizable and versatile in the platform itself. So now you know a little bit about marketing funnels and how you can use them. So once you set up these marketing funnels, they're all contained in one area, which makes it very easy for you to administrate. It also means that you've got one main step in the funnel that you can use to market. So on your social sites, you can send people into this funnel and it can work. Now, you can run lives through a funnel sequence. Most of the time you do what's called an evergreen funnel, which means it will continually run and continually capture leads. You can send out emails, send PDFs to people, tell them about special offers. Once they're inside and you've captured them as leads, you can then warm them up with more emails that you want to send to them, or get them to take part in any lives you've got running, with the end goal to convert them to sales. So marketing funnels are really powerful for lead generation and for that all-important sale. Now, inside Zenler, I've run 2 workshops where I go through a simple funnel, and this is a 2-step funnel, an opt-in and a thank you page, and then it sends an email out with a PDF. In our more advanced one, our second workshop down in the blog, you're going to see inside there that we use it a little bit more complex, and we build 4 steps into the funnel. One's an introduction, one's a registration, one's a thank you, and one's the actual content, which will be video content and a PDF that they can download. And it's all done inside Zenler. So if you want to see how marketing funnels are created in this platform, you definitely want to jump in and have a look at the blog itself, which breaks it all down and makes it very easy for you to digest. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. Now you're going to watch the first presentation that we've got on creating a simple funnel inside Zenler. Enjoy. Welcome to this live from us at Zenler. So what I'm going to do for you today is I'm going to show you how to create a quick and easy funnel, but we will make it a little bit more complicated as we go through this. So it should be quite an interesting one for you guys to see. You can put some comments in the Facebook group if you like. I will be looking at that, but it's very much an informal affair. Okay, so ask questions as I'm going through, and I'm going to explain certain parts. I know there's a lot of questions come up on funnels inside the group. I see them, and there's been quite a few. And I think it's this matching things together that causes maybe some problems. Also, maybe you haven't done the things like the complete guide to Zenler, where it's got a section on funnels. And we've also got our Sunday mentoring, where I did actual 2-3 hour workshops. There's quite a few in there. On our Zenlers, we've got funnel workshops as well. But I'm going to run through it from the start from you guys. So I have Facebook open. I'm juggling a little bit here, but we're going to get through this, and it's really quite easy. So I'm going to point out some things that I do as well. Like, I'm not going to use it exactly the way that Zenler kind of wants you to use it, or doesn't really want you to use it. It just sets things up so it's nice and simple for you to put things in, like PDF downloads, to upload video thumbnails and all these things. The problem with that is, like anything, if you're tied to templates and you're tied to a certain way of working, you haven't done it yourself and you don't actually realize that it's actually quite simple to do. And this then throws you into turmoil when you need to change something. You know, you're like, well, I need to change this video over, but this thumbnail that I've got at the bottom, which is locked, I don't know how to change that. And it then becomes a real pain. And I don't like that kind of rigid inflexibility. That's why I chose Zenler as a platform. It's totally versatile and you can do what you like with it. And that's why I love it. I hate being tied to these set templates. It's okay to start you off, but not being able to modify them can become a real constraint for me. You know, some people like them, and if everybody's tied to the same sort of template, every site looks the same, which is very boring. So I don't like to do that. That's just what I'm saying. Right, so when I design a funnel, you have to have a vision in mind. You can work straight from the templates if you like, but I'm going to be working to a custom one that I'm going to create in Canva. So I'm making my life a little bit simple. It's very, very simple. I can have a funnel set up in less than 10 minutes if I just use Zenler's default templates and swap out a couple of images and just set up a basic automation, like 10 minutes, no more. But then they look not as good as they should, you know. There's some nice templates in there, but I know that we are updating all our templates and things like that later on, so there should be some really cool ones. I just think the ones in there at the moment are a little bit dated for my taste. Okay, but a lot of you use them. They're simple. Lots of people, they're standard templates that people use, and that's what they like. So we'll start with just a simple funnel, and I'll set it up and I'll choose a template and then I'll delete it all out. And you guys, if you put anything in the chat, if you're here, if you're watching, I know there's 2 viewers at the moment watching, so guys, if you want to put in the chat for me to go in a particular direction, what do you want me to design today for the funnel? Hey, hi Tracy, good to see you. It's late for you, isn't it? So Tracy, all right then, you're here, so give us something. Don't make it too complicated. Give us a subject. Give us something you want me to do as a funnel. Don't say quilting. Hi Ajnika, I'm sure I pronounced that wrong. 9 PM Tracy, that's not too bad. I'm not prepared. Do your thing, Donna says. Hey, I just want... It's absolutely fine. You can just choose a subject. Maybe free PDF and video tutorials for dog owners. Dog owners. Let's do dog owners. Why not? We do it most days. We've got so many dog owners. We've got quilters. And Donna, what do you do, Donna? I know what you do, but I can't remember. Alright, let's just do this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go straight into your standard page. This is on our link site. I'm going to create a new funnel. Okay, now I don't care about lead magnet or video series funnel. I always choose lead magnet, even if I'm doing a video series funnel. Alright, so we can put a video in there, but I'm not going to get too deep. I'm just going to do the design, get the design in there, and then show you how you can add steps and you could link between them. So we got a lead magnet in there. I'm just going to click next. It's going to ask me for free download, and generally, right, you guys asking for a PDF, and I'm going to call you Agni, okay, because I can't get that end bit. Is that all right, Agni? Or Agnes, the middle name. That's good. So I'll say that. Okay, so whereas you would normally come in here if you were doing a free PDF and you go, yes, I want a free PDF, so I'll add my file in there. I don't do that, right? And I don't do that because what happens is it puts it in the template at the end, and this has caused big problems because they're like, how can I swap out my PDF? I don't know how it's gone in there, and so I leave it completely empty. So I'm going to call this, let's call this Happy Dogs. Okay, Happy Dogs tips for training. Let's say 3 tips for training. All right, that gives me a bit of flexibility. So that's what I'm calling it. I'm going to click next. And it's going to ask me the templates. Now I don't care which template I use because I delete it all out anyway. But the one I always go for, and I'll tell you this now, little tip number 1. Right, well, Agnes, it doesn't need to be. It's so simple. It really is, honestly. Tip number 1, go for this template, the classic. The reason I say that is because some of the other ones have pop-ups for the form. Now, if Kyla was here, she'd be agreeing with me. Pop-ups in forms can be blocked by pop-up blockers. They kind of annoy me. So I always have inline forms. I always put it in the page. It's really simple to work with them. So that's why I choose the classic. So that's my tip number 1 of the day. Now down here I'm going to click finish, just where I am here. You can see this little finish button here. Let me put me over here, that's probably better. There's a little finish button down here. You can see it there. I'm going to click finish. So I selected that one, I'm clicking finish. Now what will happen is Zenler will get busy and will start creating an opt-in form and a thank you page. Because that's all it is at this stage, an opt-in where they register and then a thank you page. Now if I'd have put a PDF into that initial step, it would have put a PDF into the thank you page. But the reason I don't want it to do that is, and this is tip number 2, is people can put a fake email address in and they can go to the thank you page and they can grab the PDF. Okay, so they could put fake information. Another reason, this is another tip. Tip 2 part B is if someone shares the thank you page URL, i.e. this URL in here, they can share that to thousands of people. They could then jump in without registering and grab your free PDF. So I always send my PDF out in a mail. All right, simple. Are you all with me so far? Tracy's like, Tracy knows this inside out. She's done loads of these things. I think Donna, Agnes, are you keeping up? Really simple so far. Like 3 clicks I've done so far. I've named my funnel and just clicked through. Donna knows. Tracy knows. I know you know, Tracy. You are an old hand at this. Yeah, it makes sense, Agnes. So really easy, right? Okay, so when you're in here, I'm going to just jump through the tabs now. So when you set it all up, you're going to jump into the funnel step, and that's where we design our funnels. But if you go across to the tab overview, this will tell you how many people come into your site, so it's good. So you can go in the funnel afterwards and you can see how many visitors, how many leads, how many visitor lead conversions. So that's how many leads, how many visitors come in and how many visitors convert to leads. So it gives you a conversion rate. A conversion rate of anything over like 30 is good. Okay, so you want to try and get it up as high as possible, but you can see the conversion rate. So if you did a few different funnels in a few different styles, maybe one of them's higher converting, and you might decide to convert all your other funnels into that same style, because even colors make a difference to people. So that is the overview, and you'll see the people come up in here. So it gives you, and you can also filter it by when. So was it today, yesterday, 7 days ago, custom range, all time. So you can filter the people coming in. So again, really easy, Agnes, to look at. Funnel details is what we just filled in. So we filled in the name. So if at this stage we wanted to change it, we could, okay? But don't change the URL if you've put lots of buttons and links in the funnel, because otherwise you'll have to go through and relink it all back up, and it's a bit of a pain. So another tip for you, tip 3. So that's where you change it. Funnel steps are our funnel. These are steps through the funnel. We can add, clone, delete steps out. This is the versatility of it, Agnes. So I'll be showing you in a minute so you know. Now if you go into leads, that's going to show you the leads or the people that have opted in, who have filled out the form and they're in your funnel. That's the leads tab. Now if I click that, it will take me off to another page which shows the leads. It goes into people and filters the leads out for me. The last one is the automations. So automations are emails that go out based on events. So you could say from when someone fills out the form, an email goes out to them. Or you might set up another automation 3 days later from when they enroll, an email goes out to them. Or you might say on a particular date and time, and then an email goes out to them. You can also in automations get it to notify you of anyone that's subscribed to your funnel. So we'll look at that in a second. I'll just show you some of those. So Tracy's put in here, very much a pain when you clone a funnel. You have to update every single step link. Yeah. Well, actually, do you know what? Yeah, if you clone it, yeah, you do. Yeah, I'm just thinking if there's a way of changing the relative link to it to change it, but yeah, you do. But it's still quick, you know. It depends in there. If you've got next step of the funnel, then it will go to the next step of the funnel. So if you've used it that way, but I understand. But you know, I do like a lot of funnels, and I do complex funnels, and I don't really mind that I've got to go in and update them, because Tracy, as you well know, we need to check our stuff. We need to check all the links work, so we can do it as we work, you know, so it doesn't need to hold you up too much, hopefully. But if you are cloning a lot of the same funnel, try and think of workarounds that you could use to do that. You could do it with coding. I'm not going to get into that because we've got Agnes here and I want to show her how easy it is. So we've gone through all these tabs here. We can preview the funnel here. So remember, I haven't made no modifications to this, and Agnes, it's all right. Yeah, I know, because I've been doing this stuff for ages, but I'm just going through these really simple steps, and when you get in there, if you just follow along, it's going to be easy for you. So I'm trying to explain each part of the actual interface so that you can see. So here we've got preview funnel, and if we click this, it's going to preview the funnel. Right. And notice that it opens it up as a new tab. Do you see that along the top? If I close that down and I go to preview again, if I preview funnel, it'll always show the first step of the funnel. Oh, Tracy did a 12-step video. Yeah, it takes time. I've done big ones like that. I've got a 52-step video funnel I've finished. So, and that cross links to another funnel and landing pages inside, so it does get complicated. Yeah, so Agnes, clicking that will always open the funnel first step. So in this case it's the opt-in. So this page that you're seeing now is this page here, right? That's that default template that we set up. Now if we go here, we can also preview each step. So if you click on that little eye icon here, that's your little method for previewing. Okay, so if I click there, this will be the thank you page. Now remember, this has been set up automatically. I haven't edited it yet. Okay, so that is the funnel system. So now we want to edit it. Just this little link is copying this URL, so it copies that link. If I click that, it will copy the URL. So if I copy it and I go into a browser window and I press Ctrl V to paste it and click enter, you see it copied it. So that's to copy the URL. That's really handy later when you start adding the link into things like automations. But we're going to leave this really basic to start with, and then I'm going to get complicated with it. Right, so here we have clone a step, so we can clone any part of the funnel. Well, we're not going to at this stage, but we will when we go into the second part. So now what I want to do is I want to edit my funnel, because this doesn't say anything about my dog training or anything else, and I want to give them a free PDF cheat sheet. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go in and click this little edit step. So edit step, page builder will load. We're just going to change the text. I'm not going to start designing it yet, because I'm going to do that in a minute. And then we're going to have something that works. I'm going to set up the turn, I'm going to set up the thank you page. I'm going to set up this page. I'm going to set up the automation, put the PDF in there, and we're done. So let's put in here, get the 3-tip cheat sheet. I don't like that word. I keep using it. Let's put guide. So I'm not going in adding anything extra, I'm just keeping it as basic as it, because I just want to show you how simple it is. So fill in your details to receive your free PDF. Okay, and I've got this, I've got this, I've got download the report. Now I'm going to change this, because I'm just going to go in the edit button. Let me go a bit slower here. Click the button, go to this little gear icon, and then over here you've got the style, so you could change the color. Let's just change the color. Okay, so, and you've got the settings in here. So the settings is where you can change this wording. So I'm going to put get the PDF guide by email. Okay, now I've done that on purpose. I've said by email because that's how I'm going to send it. All right, so remember what I said at the beginning, like if someone puts a fake email address in there, they'll go through to the thank you page, and if there's a button on there, download the PDF, they can grab it for free, they could share that link. If you put it in an email, it's got to be a valid email, because they pick it up to grab the PDF. So that, hopefully that makes it really clear. I see so many sites, I almost play with this, and I do it with some of you guys when you put your Wow Wednesdays in there. I see if you've got a free funnel in there, and then I put a fake email address in there and see if it's letting me through, and it does. And when I have that happen, I contact the person, I tell them, you know, why they shouldn't be doing that. So it's just what I do for a bit of fun, because that's what I do. I know, sad. So inside this little gear icon inside here, you're going to see that there's a lot of options in here, but you've got post submit action. So this post submit action means once they click the button, what happens. So you can see it says go to next step, but you could send them somewhere else. You could send them to a page, you could send them to another funnel if you wanted to, or even another funnel step. So you've got a lot of options in here how you use it. It's just working out how you want to use it. In this case, go to the next step is perfect, because the next step in the funnel is this page. So it's perfect for us. So the next thing we're going to do is save this. When you first save the page, you're going to get this SEO come up. I say to you guys at this stage, make sure that you fill this out. If you need to get back to it, we can just go done, and then what I do is I just grab a bit of the text out of here, and then I go up there and I go to the SEO settings again, that box that just popped up, and then I can put it here. And why am I doing this? I'm doing this because if we share this link on the social sites, this is what will show. If we leave it empty, it will say opt in, it won't have an image, there won't be any text, so we need to put our stuff there. So free PDF guide tips dog training. Okay, so I'm not going to get into SEO and any of this stuff, but you could also upload an image. So I'm going to put, that's what I'm going to put in for now. So you can see the SEO preview, what it shows like. So guys, SEO, search engine optimization, it means that when this link is shared anywhere, this is what they'll see. And by putting the text in ourselves, we're controlling what's going on, right? It's as simple as that. But do it. Let's click done to that and say this is done. Now we have to save it once more. That shows how important that SEO is. It makes you save twice when it always comes up, because it's such an important part. So if you do close it down and cancel it, I know a lot of you just click cancel and then you save, but you should definitely go into that little tab and then make sure the SEO is set up. And this is what you should do for every single page in your website. This is something I see all the time. Do you say, I remember from other workshops with you where you always say do SEO. Yes. Yeah, it's vital, it's so important. It's what is the preview of the page, it's what Google will look at and might show in its results. You know, it's really important that it ties up, and it's important that when you do that, everything's in the same topic. So if you're talking about dog training and teaching dogs how to sit, the inside there, it should mention the same thing. They should tie up together. It takes 2 seconds to do. You've probably already got the content in the page that you've written, so you could just copy and paste it straight in there. It's better than not doing it at all. You see on our, it doesn't happen so much now, but on our Facebook group, sometimes people put links in there to their pages, and you'll often see that it will just say opt-in, or it just will not kind of make sense, and it's usually because they haven't done the SEO, so it's normally blank. It can pull in content from the page, but again, you've got no control over what it pulls in, you know. So by doing it, you make it very easy for yourself. So this page is done. Let's preview it. Yeah, inside the editor I can also preview by clicking the preview button here. So that looks better. You know, that's now as we want it. And now I'm going to move on to the next page. So now we've finished with this page, I'm just going to close it down. We're going to go back to this page. Now we've got the thank you page to do. So this is the page we just did. We went into edit, and that's the page we just did. Yeah. So we're now going to go into this one. We're going to click edit to the thank you page. Once we've done this page, we can then set up our automation. And I'll share the link here. If you want to, I will delete you out, so don't worry. But if you want to go in and test it and see that you're receiving the email in your email account, you can. So I'm going to change this. I'm going to put thank you. Okay. So I like to do more interactive sessions these days. So I'm now going to put you will receive the free PDF by email. Here's what to do next. So I can change this. Go to your inbox and check your folder if you do not see the PDF guide. Okay, that one I'm going to get rid of, so I'll select it and click the little bin icon and delete it out. Notice it gives you this here. This would be linked up to the PDF if you put it in that free section. I'm not going to have that. That's going to be good. I want to change this to an orange color, so I'm going to go in the settings for this just so it matches up a little bit. Okay, so that's good for me. I'm going to click save. I'm going to get the SEO thing come up, but you should fill this out. I'm going to click done to it for the sake of speed, and we click save again. Okay, so what we have now is, really quickly, we're going to have this form. When we fill this in, it's going to take us to the thank you page, where it's going to say, here's what to do next. Go to your inbox, check your spam folder if you do not see the PDF guide. Okay, that's it. So let's now set up our automations, because we've got that set up. We now need to set our automations up. So in here, I'm going to go across to automations, and we're going to create the first automation. So this is where it confuses people, right? So automations, you're going to see them all red. We're going to click in here, edit action. These ones that it's set up for us, I get rid of them. Right, I just clear them out. I want one email. I want to keep it really simple. I'm going to open this up. This is paused, it's red. It means it's not live. If you were to fill out that form, then it would go to the thank you page, but nothing would go out because you haven't set anything up. Now Zenler give you what this is all about in here. Right, so have a quick read of that, have a look, see what it says, and then I'm going to delete it out. So the requirements is this footer area. So to make your life easier, don't delete this out. Just take this content and we're going to delete it out. Okay, so now that's deleted out. I am now going to put it in here. So I'm going to put dear, and now when they filled the form out, they will have put their name in. So I can pull information from anything they filled out in the form, and that is their name and their email address. So this is called a personalization. This will fill it in automatically to each user's name that has been sent out. So if I go to personalization, I'm going to click first name. Okay, then I'm going to put comma in there, and I'm going to put here is your free PDF. Stay tuned for more information coming to you soon by us at Happy Dogs. Okay, that's what I've put. Very short. Obviously you do this a bit longer. And now I'm going to put grab your free guide. Okay, and then I'm going to put at the bottom, see you soon, all the best, Happy Dog org. Okay, and then I'm going to click save, and then I'm going to click right. This action is currently paused. Yep, it says paused. It's not working. It's not going, so it's paused. So if I click yes, it will be live. I'm going to click yes. Notice it goes green. This is live. Now this will go out based on delay after subscription. So from subscription, that means when they enter the information, the name and the email, 0 days, 0 minutes, it will go out. So it will go out straight away. Now what I like to do is I go minutes, and I always put 1 in here. I like a little bit of a delay before it goes out. So it just like it kind of like, for me, I think it's why I do this is I like to give the system a little bit time to buffer. So if you give it a minute, it kind of like can run through any process it's going through, and then it can send out. So that's what I like to do. Some people leave it as 0, and sometimes I do. So from name, you put your from name, it's tied in with your site. I'm going to leave it as it is. Personalization here. Now we want to tell them what the offer is, because they've signed up for your, let's put their name. So personalization again, first name, your free guide, top tips from Happy Dogs. Okay, and you might want to put a little logo or something in here. make sure your logo's at size, so I can click here. I think I've got a logo in here already, so there we go. Drop my logo in there. Oops. Then I click the logo, I click edit, and inside the alt tag I put Zenler. Okay, put something in the alt tag. It's really good to do that. Lots of you don't do that. Maybe that's tip number 4 I think I'm up to. So now all I need to do is I need to hook this up to a PDF. Alright, so I haven't got PDF. 2 seconds while I just go back to myself here. I need to go into Canva and produce and just chuck something out that I've got as a PDF. So let me, oh, you know what, let's create something, why not? So you'd obviously have all this stuff done already, so I'm just going to create a PDF. So I'm going to go in here and right, Agnes, Donna, give me some tips for dog training that I can put in the PDF. And you can just make them up and then I'll put them in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go custom size. I'm going to choose the magic size, which is 1920 by 1080. You could choose any size you want. If you wanted an A4 document, any of those, you can set all that in there, but I'm going to go for 1920 by 1080. So hopefully someone will put 3 tips in there. So I'm going to go now and I'm going to go to dogs, and I'm going to grab a nice little dog picture, and I'm going to put that in there. Okay, beautiful. And then I'm going to grab a little bit of text, call this happy dogs, give 5-second gap between repeating the cue. I remember the workshop, but you always see gap between repeating the cue. Oh right, oh okay, all right, good. That's to give them time to kind of think. Hide the treats, yeah, good. How to stop how to stop a dog jumping on me. I know, yeah, those dogs that jump up at you, yeah, when you don't ask for it. I love dogs, but right, happy dogs, let's call it quick tips. So I'm just making something up really quickly here. It's not going to be beautiful or anything. It's going to be what it is. So let's go and choose this color. Let's go and choose something like that. Oop, pounds. Right, let's select all that. I don't know, something like that. Okay, so that'll be good. Alright, so I'm going to duplicate a page out so I can get my second page in here. I'm going to have tip number 1. They're making me laugh. How to stop a dog jumping up on me. Maybe answer that one, Agnes. I suppose just throw a bit of bacon somewhere. Right, this is good. All right, so this is not beautiful or anything. It's just done quickly. Alright, something like that. I'm going to do the next one. And tip 2. I'm lucky I didn't put 10 tips. Take forever. Right, okay, the same tone of voice when you repeat a cue. Hide the treat, that's a good one. Good. 3. So we're creating a little sheet that we can give away. Oh, be there a 2 seconds before the dog jumps. The key is to ask your dog to do what you want him to do, so he won't want to do it when he wants. Ask it to sit before it jumps. It's interesting. Right, so we've got our 3. Right, now what you should always do is any PDF you're giving away should be your site. So I'm going to put visit me, and then you should be always in your free giveaways have the URL www.happydog.com. There's probably a happy dog. They'll be happy that I've put that in there. I'm sure there's a site. So I always have this at the end. I always have something, an action for them to go. You could put something like in here. Have you seen my courses on? You know, there needs to be something at the end. That's the main point here. So let me go and just make this look a little bit better with some different dog pictures. So I'm just going to throw in some different dog pictures behind the back of these. Okay, and maybe that one in there. Okay, so that's a little bit different. You could change the colours, you can make that look as beautiful as you want. Yeah, could always provide a bonus of a quilted dog jacket as a final incentive on the CTA if they join. Right, because they're quite dear, aren't they? Oh, because Tracy could do you one. How much? Right, so because Tracy does quilting, machine quilting, so she could produce out dog jackets. Oh, Agnes, maybe team up, get a prototype made and start selling these jackets. 50-50 cut for both of you. Well, maybe Tracy's probably doing most of the work. She's doing most of the work, so maybe it should be 80-20. Maybe that's a business plan there. Look at that, we're networking today. Fantastic. That's a really good idea. Yes, I think it's a good idea. Right, so now what I need to do is I need to get this out as a PDF. So I'm going to go share inside of Canva. You can go to download. I'm going to choose PDF standard here. Okay, I know I'm going quite quick, but you can pause it and replay this. I'm also going to flatten the PDF as well, just because it lowers the size of the file and also means people can't grab the text out of it if it's flattened. So I'm going to click download to that, and you're going to see it's going to download. So it's going through the motions, and then we can jump back in and I can hook it all up and it will be working. So once that's done, okay, that's done, and I'm going to open that. That's now on my desktop, guys. I've got it on my desktop. So there it is there. I'm going to throw it onto my desktop there. So that's my PDF done. Okay, let's now jump back. I can close Canva for today, and we're going to link it to this. So this is all set up. We haven't linked the PDF in here. So now we're going to just upload it. So this is how you do it, right? This is with anything. If you were uploading a zip file with images in there, you know, as a digital download, if you were doing a PDF file, any of these things, this is how you could do it. So we're going to go to Sites now. We're going to go into the media library here, and we're going to go into Upload Files. Okay. Now I'm going to click the plus button, and I'm going to locate it on my desktop. There it is. I'm going to click open, and I'm going to click upload, and now that will upload. It's quite a big file, but it's uploaded. There it is. So I'm now going to do, and this is critical, now we want to share this publicly with people. By default, when you upload something to Zenler, it will make it private. It means you can't share it. So I can see the business strategy is still going on. Tracy. So we're gonna go to share here, okay, for this PDF. And then we're going to go to link sharing on. Logged in users can download. Now they're not logged in users, they're leads. So we need to click in here and go, anyone with a link can download. That's all you need to do. Then we need to copy the link. We're copying this link and we click done. Okay. So if you need to get back to that, if you're in your marketing funnel here, if you need to get back to it, you go to site, media library, and you'll see it inside here. And then we click on there, share. We make sure it's anyone with a link can download. We click copy, click done. Go back to our marketing funnel. So marketing funnels, click on that happy 3-day dog, back into our automations, open up this and click the edit button. And now, remember we copied that URL. We're going to select this text and go to the little link icon and click insert link, and we're going to insert that link in there. Do you notice it's gone in there? It says PDF at the end. Then we're going to click, leave this all as it is, click insert. Now we have this completed. So I can see that my logo's dropped out, so I'm just going to put that back in again. Click save. All right, and click save. Right, now this will work. So this is live. It's going to go out. It's reset on 1. I don't know why it did that. It's probably because I didn't save it. You need to make sure you're saving. Anytime you make a change, right, this is really easy to happen because the save button's right down there. I've done this a few times where I've gone in and I've made a change and then I've gone out of this page and I've forgotten to save. If you're making any change, you need to make sure you save it down there, otherwise it will delete it out. That's what happened with me. All right, so now we've done that, I'm going to click save again, and you can preview it down here. So there's a little preview button. If you click preview, you can see it. So you can click on that, and you can make sure it opens the PDF up, which it does. It downloads it. Happy dog quilting. Happy dog quilting. Happy dog quick tips. It's Tracy. It's quilting. Right, so you can see it's downloaded it. It works. Now you might want to test it for yourself, so you can put your email address in there and click send test. Right, this is the moment of truth. So this is all set up now. So now I could share this link on my social channels or to anyone that's interested, and I would go to the funnel steps. I will test this first. I will copy this. I will then go into something like incognito. So there's little 3 dots, go to an incognito window, and inside here paste that, click this, and you can test it. So I'm going to put in here, let's put, as it's Agnes idea, I'm going to put Agnes in there, and I'm going to go David, and I'm going to do plus 200. Okay, and I'm going to click. So what should happen now is I should go to the thank you page, and then the email should trigger because I've put my details in, and it should say dear Agnes, and it should go to me. Okay, and I should go to the thank you page, but I won't be able to download the document until I look in my email account. So I'm going to click get the PDF by email, and now I've gone to the thank you page. So now I should, if I jump into my mail, have this come up, and it has. Let's go and have a look. Here it is. Dear Agnes, your freebie, blah 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 blah, and there, if I click that, we'll open that up and download it so that I can have that content. And that is it in a nutshell. That is how you do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build on this about the same time tomorrow. I'm going to be running actually the same time. It's about 12 o'clock I came on, I think. So at the same time tomorrow, I'm going to do this again. The people that are in here, I'm going to tag you, right? Because I've got Tracy, Donna, Agnes. I'm going to tag you in there. And what you're going to see is this same funnel, I'm going to completely change it. All right. So I've done, like, I'll show you a funnel that we're going to be doing with Christy Wells, who's going to be teaching a Canva course. So this is the same thing. All right, this is the same thing, but this shows the versatility of using funnels. So this is what we've done for Christy, okay, and she'll be teaching this on the 25th of June, and this is what we did for her. All right, so you can make it look magical. You know, you can really go to town with this stuff. We've got a workshop we're running on the 12th of June, and that is the workshop on workshops, and that looks like this. So you see how different they all are from each other. This is the same. This was done the same method, guys, except these are a little bit different, because this workshop I actually get people to register and then I run a live on a date. So I'm using the funnel system to run a live event. A lot more complicated than what we just did, which is just connecting up a PDF to an automated email and setting up an opt-in and a thank you page. So what tomorrow we're going to do is we're going to look at how we can take that funnel that we've got and we're going to make it look really cool. We're not going to stick to the basic template. So we're going to be building it from scratch. We'll be adding a form in, and we'll be adding a new thank you page. I'm going to show you how to put a step in there and move from that thank you page or that automated email link to go to another step in the funnel where they can watch a video, and then they can move to a last step where they can then pick up their PDF guide. So we'll take it a stage further and build on what we've learned today. Wrong time for me. You can see it on the replay. I don't think I've covered anything you don't already know. You've been in so many workshops. Yeah, Agnes, it is easy. And remember, this is being streamed on Facebook, right? I'm going to take this, download it, put it on our YouTube channel, but you can watch it. You can watch it. You can watch it back. You can go through the steps. I'm going to be, if you've got any questions tomorrow with any of it, you can ask. I still tag you, Tracy, because if you've got any questions based off the back of that, you can ask. And if you've got any questions or anything you want me to add for tomorrow, put it in this comment thread, and then I'll cover it tomorrow. And that's the same for you, Donna, and the same for you, Agnes, as well. So any of you guys got any questions, I don't know, there's more than 3 of you watching, then if you put those into the comments, if you can't make it, then I can make sure that I'm covering that bit as I work through it. So it'll probably be about the same time. We'll probably run for about an hour 15, something like that. All right, guys, so hopefully that's been of use to you, and see how easy it is. And like I said right at the beginning, if I were to stick with the default template and I wasn't making things like PDFs and I wasn't showing you, I can do this in 10 minutes. Like, it's that quick. So it's not complicated. Zenler makes things I love Zenler because it makes things very, very easy to use. Do you agree, Tracy? By the way, I'm referring to Tracy a lot, and Donna as well, because I know Tracy's been here a long time. She often helps in the group. So she's very clued up on the platform. And I think it's nice and easy as well to use. So guys, I will see you tomorrow. It's really good yeah, Tracy's agreeing. So she agrees. There you go. She's one of you guys. Yeah. Family Zenler. And get that idea off the ground. I think quilts for dogs, I think that's a cool idea. Why don't you try and tie up and make something happen? That would be so cool. Agnes, you got a great opportunity there. Tracy's like a world expert at long arm quilting. She goes all over the place teaching it. She could do this stuff for you. It's definitely, I'd love to see that happen. Wouldn't that be amazing, guys? If they brought out a range of products and then they both got a ton of money out of it, off of this. That would be so cool. All right, I'll see you later, guys. Take care.